If you're standing in a Subaru dealership right now trying to pick between the 2026 Forester and the 2026 Outback, here's the thing nobody up front tells you. The Outback looks like the obvious winner on paper, but when you add up the real money, the real day-to-day driving, and the real stuff you actually do with the car, the Forester might be the one most people drive home with a smile for the next 8 years. Let's jump in. Price first, because that's what actually hurts. The 2026 Forester starts at $29,995 for the base trim. Add the $1,395 destination charge that every single new Subaru has, and you're at $31,390 before taxes or any fees. Premium is $33,385 plus destination, about $34,780. Sport $36,105 plus destination, about $37,500. The brand new Wilderness trim is $38,385 plus destination, about $39,780. Limited, around $39,500 loaded. Touring tops out just over $43,000 with every option box checked. Real transaction prices right now are running $1,000 to $2,000 off MSRP in most skates, so a loaded premium is landing in the low 30s all day long. Now the 2026 Outback. Subaru killed the old base and Onyx trims completely. It starts at the premium level for $34,995 plus $1,395 destination, about $36,390 before you even breathe on it. Limited jumps to limited at $41,715 plus destination, about $43,110. Wilderness is $44,995 to $46,000 depending on options. Limited XT with the turbo is $45,815. Touring XT pushes $48,000 to $50,000 loaded. The cheapest brand new 2026 Outback is literally $4,000 to $5,000 more than a very well-equipped Forester Premium that already has the panoramic moonroof, power seat, and heated everything. That price gap is massive when everything else is so close. The Forester is 183.3 inches long, 72 inches wide, 68.1 inches tall with the standard 8.7 inches of ground clearance or 9.2 inches on the Wilderness. Wheelbase is 105.1 inches. It's the classic tall, boxy SUV shape with huge greenhouse windows, thin pillars. You can see out like you're in a fishbowl. Super easy to place in parking spots, super easy to see curbs when you parallel park. Turning circle is 35.4 feet, so you can U-turn on narrow streets without backing up. The 2026 Outback is completely redesigned this year. It's 193.5 inches long, same 72-inch width, but only 66.9 inches tall with 8.7 clearance standard, 9.5 on Wilderness. Wheelbase stretched to 108.1 inches. It's lower, longer, more wagon-ish, even though Subaru calls it an SUV now. The new body is boxier than the old Outback. The roof is flatter, the hood is longer, the overhangs are longer, but the look is polarizing. Some love the tougher stance, some say the giant grille looks like an angry robot vacuum. In tight parking garages or city driving, the extra 10 inches of length is noticeable. Turning circle is 36.4 feet, and the longer nose means you have to be more careful pulling into spots so you don't kiss the concrete stopper. Standard models are tied at 8.7 inches. The Forester Wilderness jumps to 9.2 inches with longer shocks, higher angle skid plates, and Yokohama Geolandar all-terrain tires. Approach angle 23 degrees, departure 25.4 degrees, breakover 21.0 degrees. The Outback Wilderness gets 9.5 inches, approach 20.0 degrees, departure 23.5 degrees, breakover better because of the longer wheelbase. On paper, the Outback Wilderness wins the clearance war by 0.3 inches, but in real snowbanks or rocky forest roads, the shorter Forester is less likely to high center or scrape the middle. Both have dual function X mode with mud and snow and deep snow settings. Both have hill descent control. Both have full skid plates on Wilderness trims. If you're doing serious rock crawling, the Outback Wilderness is slightly better, but for 95% of people doing gravel roads, camping sites, or Midwest winters, the Forester Wilderness is more than enough and saves you $6,000. Forester passenger volume is 110.8 cubic feet on base, drops to 106.6 to 107.6 on moonroof trims. Front headroom 41.2 inches, no moonroof, 40.2 width. Legroom front 43.3, rear 39.4. Shoulder room front 58.1, rear 57.2. It feels gigantic inside because the roof is tall and the belt line is low. I'm 6'1" and I can sit behind myself with 3 inches of knee room and the seat all the way back and down. Rear seat bottom is a little flat, but the floor is almost completely flat, so middle passenger doesn't straddle a hump. The Outback is 109 cubic feet total passenger volume, but because the roof is flatter and the wheelbase is longer, rear legroom is 39.5 inches, rear headroom 39.1 inches. It feels more stretched out back there. The rear seat bottom is longer and more supportive, the seat back angle is more reclined, it's genuinely more comfortable for 3 adults on a 4-hour trip. Up front, the new dash is way more upscale. Softer materials, the giant vertical tablet looks more modern, the seats are plusher with better side bolstering. If you carry grown-ups in the back regularly, the Outback wins the comfort battle. Cargo space, this one isn't even close. Forester gives you 29.6 cubic feet behind the rear seats on base, drops to 27.5 to 28.9 on moonroof trims. Seats folded 69.1 to 74.4 max depending on trim. The load floor is nice and low at 28 inches, the opening is square, and the power liftgate on most trims is quick. It swallows a 27-inch mountain bike with wheels on if you turn the bars, 2 sets of golf clubs side by side, no problem. Costco runs with 4 big boxes and 8 bags of groceries, still leaves room for a stroller. Outback is 35.5 cubic feet behind the seats on most trims, some early measurements say 36.1, max 77.7 to 78.9 depending on trim. That's 7 to 8 extra cubic feet with seats up. I fit 4 29-inch suitcases flat in the Outback and still had room for duffels on top. In the Forester, I had to stand 2 on end. The Outback's cargo floor is longer by 6 inches, the opening is wider, roof rails are stronger for Thule boxes. If you haul plywood, dog crates, IKEA furniture, or camping gear for 4 people every weekend, the Outback is dramatically better. Forester Premium and Up get the Soft-Tex cloth that's waterproof. Sport and Wilderness get StarTex water repellent seats that look like leather, but you can hose them out. Limited and Touring get real leather, heated and ventilated front seats, heated rear seats on Touring. The ride is firm but super controlled, very little wind or road noise, body roll is minimal for a tall car. It feels planted but still light. The new Outback interior is the biggest glow-up Subaru has done in years. The dash is wrapped in stitched, soft material even on Premium. Seats are thicker padded. The new power seats have extendable thigh cushions on Limited and Up. Ride is smoother because of the longer wheelbase and retuned suspension, quieter tires, thicker glass on higher trims. Highway drone is almost gone. If you do 80-mile commutes or road trip to Florida every winter, the Outback is legitimately more relaxing. Forester Base still has the dual 7-inch screens. Premium and Up jump to the 11.6-inch portrait tablet with wireless CarPlay, Android Auto, wireless charging pad on most trims. The software is snappy, over-the-air updates, pinch to zoom works great. Harman Kardon 12-speaker audio on Touring sounds excellent. 2026 Outback, every single trim gets the 11.6-inch portrait screen standard. New faster processor, new graphics, wireless everything. 12-speaker Harman Kardon Unlimited and Up sounds richer because of the new door panels. Outback also adds the new 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster on all trims. Forester only has it on Touring. Slight edge to Outback for tech feel. Both share the 2.5-liter Boxer 4 in base form. 180 horsepower and 178 pound-feet in Forester, 182.76 pound-feet in Outback non-turbo. 0 to 60 is 8.7 to 9.1 seconds in both. They feel identical in city traffic. The CVT is smooth, paddle shifters work decently. The fork in the road is the turbo. Forester has no turbo option at all in 2026. Outback gives you the 2.4-liter turbo with 260 horsepower and 277 pound-feet on Limited XT, Touring XT, and Wilderness. 0 to 60 drops to 5.9 to 6.2 seconds. It pulls hard from 40 to 80 when passing semis. It tows without breathing hard. If you live in mountains, tow anything over 2,000 pounds, or just hate slow merges, the Outback Turbo is the only choice. Forester 26 city, 33 highway, 29 combined. Real world, I'm seeing 28 to 31 mixed, no problem. Outback non-turbo, 26 city, 32 highway, turbo 22 city, 29 highway, 25 combined. At 15,000 miles a year, that's $450 to $550 extra in gas for the turbo Outback. Forester wins the pump war. Standard Forester, 1,500 pounds. Wilderness, 3,000 pounds with transmission cooler. Outback, non-turbo, 2,700 pounds. Turbo and Wilderness, 3,500 pounds. If you want to pull a small camper, boat, or utility trailer with 2 ATVs, you need either Wilderness Forester or any turbo Outback. Both have the latest eyesight with emergency steering assist, blind spot, rear cross traffic, reverse auto braking standard on most trims. IHHS Top Safety Pick Plus expected for both. The new Outback adds a front center airbag and stiffer frame, but both are overkill safe. Forester is easier to park, easier to see out of, lighter steering, tighter turning, cheaper tires, cheaper insurance because it's smaller. Outback rides smoother on rough roads, quieter at 80 miles per hour, more stable in crosswinds. Turbo makes highway life effortless. If your budget is under $40,000, or you mostly drive in cities, or you just want the cheapest possible AWD that will last 250,000 miles, buy the Forester and never look back. If you regularly carry 4 or 5 people plus luggage, or you tow, or you want the turbo punch, or you do long highway miles, the Outback is worth the extra money. Most people I talk to who picked the Forester are still in love 5 years later, and most who picked the Outback love it too, but they just paid more for it. Hit subscribe if this helped you decide. I do these no BS comparisons every week.